Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Annabelle Howes, in for Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, March 2nd. Coming up on Cullman Today, 2 Cullman County Sheriff candidates say they're skipping a planned March 21st forum tied to the Cullman Chronicle, and the event has since been canceled. Plus, Cullman just earned a major honor for its ties to Germany, receiving the Rainer Bauer Award for strengthening Alabama-Germany connections, and Cullman has been named a Tree City USA community for the 38th straight year and picked up a growth award from the Arbor Day Foundation. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now, let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Cullman County Sheriff candidates Chad Whaley and Tim Creel have publicly announced that they will not participate in a planned March 21st political forum hosted by the Cullman Chronicle at the Brandon Iron in West Point, citing concerns tied to the outlet's editor, Kelly Patrick Riggs. Public federal court records reflect that Riggs entered a guilty plea in U.S. District Court in a case involving online communications with an undercover law enforcement officer posing as a 14-year-old girl. The case was prosecuted in federal court, not in Alabama state court. Records show a judgment of conviction was entered in 2014 under Title 18 United States Code, Section 2422, subsection B, and an appeal filed in 2015 was denied. Cullman County Sheriff's Office Public Registry information lists Riggs as a registered sex offender, reflecting an April 30th, 2014 conviction date and Alabama Code offense classifications used for state registry purposes in connection with the federal conviction. The Cullman County District Attorney's Office noted that some federal offenses mirror Alabama's statutes and that Alabama's registry may reference Alabama Code classifications even when the conviction occurred in federal court. As of this morning's broadcast, the forum has been canceled and information on the Cullman Chronicle's Facebook page has been deleted or archived and is no longer publicly accessible. Cullman has received a major honor this week for its long-standing ties to Germany. On February 26, the Alabama-Germany Partnership presented the prestigious Rainer Bauer Award, and for the first time in 28 years, the award went not to an individual, but to an entire community. The award recognizes sustained efforts to strengthen the relationship between Alabama and Germany through cultural connections, international partnerships, and economic development. City leaders say Cullman's German heritage has remained a living part of the community, from early German-language church services to building modern business connections. The city also pointed to signature events that celebrate heritage, including Oktoberfest, which draws tens of thousands of visitors, and Christkindl Market, which has welcomed hundreds of thousands over the years. Officials say the recognition reflects decades of work by local leaders, businesses, cultural partners, volunteers, and residents who have helped preserve Cullman's story while expanding its global relationships. The city says the award is both a nod to Cullman's roots and a sign of how those connections continue to shape its future. Cullman has been named a Tree City USA community for the 38th consecutive year and also received a Growth Award from the Arbor Day Foundation, recognizing the city's ongoing commitment to planting and maintaining trees. The city marked the designation with a ceremony outside Cullman City Hall on February 27th during Arbor Week. Mary Claire Smith, with the Alabama Forestry Service, presented the Tree City USA flag and Growth Award materials to city leaders. Cullman is the only city in North Alabama to receive the Growth Award and is among only a few statewide to earn the honor. As part of the event, Mayor Woody Jacobs recognized student winners in the annual Arbor Day poster contest from East Elementary, Cullman Christian, and Sacred Heart. First-place winners were Eden Kahn of East Elementary, Jasmine Hampton of Cullman Christian, and Ella Gray of Sacred Heart. Kahn was named the overall winner and received a special tree-themed quilt. The ceremony concluded with the Tree City USA flag being raised in front of City Hall, where it will fly throughout the year. And that's all of our top stories this morning. Coming up, Cullman County baseball and softball are back, and with county matchups coming fast, we're about to find out who's ready to make a run this spring. Sports is next. Welcome back. Cullman County baseball and softball are both back, and the early season storylines are already taking shape. On the diamond, Good Hope is looking to build on last year's momentum in both sports, leaning on experienced senior leadership. Fairview is in 2 spots. The softball team is breaking in a very young roster with plenty of talent, while the baseball team is again in the mix after last year's county title. Cold Springs has gotten off to a strong start in baseball and believes pitching can be a strength on the softball side as well. West Point has already picked up wins in softball and is counting on senior leadership, while the baseball team is banking on added depth. Vinemont is reloading in baseball and after a deep run is showing an early improvement in softball with a focus on playing complete 7-inning games. Hanceville and Holly Pond are both in building mode, working through lineups and looking for growth as county matchups start piling up. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, Wallace State is launching its first Jill of All Trades hands-on career day for high school girls, and Lotus Health is opening its doors for women looking for connection in its new women's circle. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Wallace State Community College will host its first Jill of All Trades event on April 10th, introducing female high school students to in-demand careers in the skilled trades. The one-day hands-on program runs from 8:45 a.m. to 3 p.m. and will feature guided activities led by industry professionals and Wallace State faculty. Students will choose a themed track and rotate through sessions tied to real-world career pathways. Areas include skilled trades and construction, advanced manufacturing, transportation and mobility, service and creative careers, and a track featuring land surveying, heavy equipment, and fiber optics. The event is open to female students in grades 9 through 12, and organizers say it's designed to build confidence and help students explore career and technical options close to home. Space is limited to 150 participants. Students must register individually online. For more information, contact Adam West at Wallace State at 256-352-7424. If you want to find Louise Carr at the Holly Pond Senior Center, just follow the sound of the dominoes, because at 100 years old, she's still the one to beat. Surrounded by friends, family, and neighbors, Louise Carr celebrated a century of life on Thursday at the Holly Pond Senior Center. The 100-year-old birthday girl marked the milestone with laughter, well wishes, and of course, a few competitive rounds of dominoes, a game that she is still known to dominate. Dressed to the occasion in a royal tiara and cape, Carr enjoyed a fruit-covered birthday cake as guests stopped by to celebrate. State Representative Randall Shedd was among those in attendance, delivering a special message from Senator Garland Gudger recognizing Carr's contributions to the community and her 100 years of life. A member of the Holly Pond Senior Center since 2004, Carr remains an active and beloved presence, proof that 100 years can still mean living life to the fullest. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. Cullman Electric Cooperative is now taking applications for paid summer internships in communications and marketing. The co-op says the opportunity is designed for college students studying communications, public relations, journalism, marketing, or a related field who want real-world, hands-on experience. The internship runs 12 weeks and is part-time, about 20 hours per week, giving students a chance to build skills, strengthen a resume, and make professional connections while working in the community. The application deadline is Friday, March 20th. Students can learn more and apply online at cullmanec.com/careers. Lotus Health Incorporated is inviting women in the community to take part in its Women's Circle, a new space designed for connection, support, and encouragement. Organizers describe it as a welcoming group where women can share, reflect, and support one another on their personal journey to well-being. The Women's Circle meets from 6 to 7 p.m. at Lotus Health, located at 909 Graham Street Southwest in Cullman. The group will be helped by Debbie Abbott, a former counselor, who will assist in leading discussions and providing a steady, supportive presence. Lotus Health says women are welcome to come as they are, whether they're looking for community, a listening ear, or simply a place to breathe for an hour. For more information about Lotus Health and its programs, visit lotushealthinc.org. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who've lost their lives this week. Margaret Ann Smith Kilgo, 90 of Arley, passed away Thursday, February 26. No services are scheduled at this time. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her friends and family. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today looks nice and mild, partly sunny with a high near 75. Winds stay light, turning to the south around 5 miles per hour, with an occasional gust up to 15. Tonight turns mostly cloudy with a low around 54. A light southeast breeze could gust up to 20. Tuesday stays mostly sunny and warm again, topping out near 75. South winds will run 5 to 10 miles per hour, with gusts near 20. Tuesday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 55. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m., but until then, I'm Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.